Coming up on Sports Talk, Dodgers and Rockies kick off Game 2 at the Ravine. We'll bring you the latest. Plus, the Angels are in Texas to kick off a 3-game stand before coming home for Easter weekend. Plus, the NBA play-in tournament has begun. We'll show you who's in and who's going home. Plus, we'll preview the Lakers Timberwolves series along with the Clippers and Nuggets series. Coming up here on Sports Talk. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday edition of Sports Talk, coming to you live here on Spotify. We'll be on YouTube and iHeartRadio later on tonight, also on Spotify. So don't forget to head over to our social media, subscribe, and join the talk. We want to welcome everybody that, I'd like to welcome everyone that joined from the Dodger game. Dodgers beat the Rockies 6-2 in Game 2 of this series. Finale is tomorrow. Also, we'll talk about Angels and much more coming up here on Sports Talk. So now, let's kick off with some baseball news here. And we're going to start off with Arlington, Texas. The Angels begin a 3-game series with the Texas Rangers, the last of this long road stand before coming home for Easter weekend to host the San Francisco Giants. We know the history between these two teams. Angels looking to continue their magical good start that we have seen in a while here. Tonight they go up against the rival Texas Rangers. So here we go from Arlington, Texas. Angels begin a 3-game stand with the Texas Rangers. Top of the 4th, 2 outs. Mike Trout, 0-2 count, strikes out. Tough night for the Halos as they go down on strikes. Now this game was scoreless until about the bottom of the 6th inning, that's where the Angels started having trouble. First it was Taveras with a hit in single field to second base, has a man on first. 2 batters later, Serriman at bat hits a left field, picked up by Ward. Taveras, who was on base first, comes in as a sacrifice fly. Texas takes a 1-0 lead. Now, top of the 7th. Angels trying to get something going. DeMont grounds out to third. Double play to first. Angels get nothing. Now, bottom of the 8th. Higashokia, with a man on, hits a double to left field. Helm will score, and it's 2-0 Texas. Top of the 8th. Angels have a man on first. Ward goes for the steal, but he gets caught out, and it ends the inning. Angels blow a chance to score. Bottom of the 8th. The clincher. Anderson on the fielding error. Seager scores. It's 3-0. Top of the 9th. Angels try to get something going. Chanel goes for a ground out to first. Ends the game. And the Angels lose again. Lose in Texas by the final of 9-7. Angels showed out against Texas for the first time this season. Excuse me on that. Looks like allergies are coming back, so sorry about that. Trout struck out twice. Angels continue to struggle here. Mike Trout 0 for 3 with a walk. Angels didn't get much hits here, just 5 hits but no runs. Meanwhile, the pitching for the Angels, Kikuchi pitched for 6 innings but gave up 3 hits, one earned run. He walked 2 batters, had 6 strikeouts for the Angels. Now for the Rangers, bit of a slow start, but as the game went deep, it looks like they got their strategy going. And the Angels again fall to the Rangers 4-0. Game 2 of this series is tomorrow. The Angels drop to 9-7. Meanwhile, the Texas Rangers go up 10-7. As again, we want to welcome everyone who was watching Action. This is Sports Talk, our Tuesday edition. My name is Ed. Welcome. A lot of stuff going on in sports tonight. Dodgers just ended their game with the Rockies. We'll go into that in a little bit. Plus, we're going to preview the matchups this week in the NBA with the Lakers taking on the Timberwolves. Game 1 is this Saturday. The Clippers will take on the Denver Nuggets this week as well. We'll preview both matches. As we'll pause for a 10 second. You're listening to Sports Talk. We welcome back. We apologize for that. Looks like I'm having a little bit of a sinus here. Pardon me. Looks like allergy season's coming, so everyone be careful. The weather is changing out there. So we're gonna go ahead and go to Chavez Ravine, the defending champion Los Angeles Dodgers, coming in at the record of 12-6, taking on the Rockies, one of the worst teams in the National League West. We'll kick things off in the bottom of the second. Taylor, as you see, grounded out to a double play. Shortstop to second to first. But they got a run in by Conforto, who scores on the double play, 1-0, bottom of the third. Will Smith, we've seen this guy many times, and he hits a homer to deep left field. It is gone. 370 feet on that home run. The Dodgers go up 4-0. Still bottom of the third. Taylor at bat hits a single to left field. That brings in Edman. It's 5-0 Dodgers. Top of the fourth. Colorado looks to get back in it with the batter Stallings. Hits a double to left field. McMahon and Moniak score. Cuts the lead down to 5-2. Bottom of the eighth. Freeman. We've seen this guy hit when it scores. Hits a single to left field. Otani scores. Dodgers go up 6-2. And they win by the final score of 6-2. Meanwhile, top of the ninth here, last chance for the Rockies. Almador strikes out swinging, and the Dodgers, as I mentioned, win 6-2 tonight in Chicago. Dodgers get 6 runs off of 10 hits. The Rockies get 2 runs off of 5 hits. And with this loss, they drop down to 3-14. Meanwhile, the Dodgers go up 13-6 as they take 2 games in this series. Of course, Game 3 will be tomorrow at the Ravine. Thank you, thank you. So, well, the NBA has kicked off their playing tournament. Tonight there were two games on the docket. We're going to go ahead and start off with our playoff coverage of the NBA. Let's take you all to Orlando between the Orlando Magic and the Atlanta Hawks. The first game of the play-in tournament. Both Orlando coming in at 40 and 41 with an even record. Atlanta coming in with a record of 40 and 42. We're going to pick things up in the first quarter. We're going to pick things up in the first quarter. It looks like Atlanta's up 6-3. Dayson Daniels on the layup misses it. Offensive rebound grab by Guire, and he makes a 2-point shot, and they go up 8-4. Later on, first quarter, it's 15-20. After missing free throws, Magic get the rebound, but they miss. But Wendell Carter gets fouled, makes the two free throws. Orlando up by 8. Near a couple seconds remaining in the first quarter, Caris Levert misses the 3. Defensive rebound by Banchero. Gary Harris makes the 22-foot jump shot, and it's 32-17 at the end of first. Now we go to the second quarter. Things get interesting here by the Magic. Looks like a loose ball foul. After getting a loose ball foul, Kentavious Caldwell Pop makes the free throw. Meanwhile, next possession, Corey Joseph misses a 22 jumper. Defensive rebound by the Hawks. Looks like they're going in for a shot, but a loose ball foul called on Khalid Hofstra makes 2 free throws. Score is 33-53. Orlando down by 20. This turned out to be a blowout. We go to the third quarter. After a Magic's offensive rebound, Franz Wagner makes a diving layup, give the assist to Anthony Black, and it's 79-70. So Atlanta, near the end of the third quarter, George Niang makes a 25-foot jump shot. That brings the deficit down to 6, 79-73. Fourth quarter. Dominic Barlow enters the game. Wendell Carter Jr. on a 17-foot jump shot. It's now 81-73. Later on, fourth quarter, Cole Anthony, 22 three-pointer for 3. Good. And now the lead goes up to 90-79. Orlando went on a huge scoring run. Later on, fourth quarter, Anthony Black again, 25-foot jump shot, three-pointer, hits it, 99-84. Orlando goes up by 15. Atlanta just had not had a chance tonight. They collapsed in that fourth quarter, and the game ended. And the Magic go on to win 120-95. It was a 7th place versus the 8th place matchup in the opening round of the play-in tournament. So the Magic had clinched the 7th seed, and they will advance into the next round of the play-in tournament. Meanwhile, Trae Young gets ejected in the game. Very, very weird, bizarre moments there. As we take a look at inside the box score. First for Atlanta, Young, 28 points, 40 minutes. Had a bad night though, 8 of 21 from 3-point land. Just 1 for 5 on 3-point lane. Looks like the Hawks struggled more on 3-point field goal tonight. They shot a low percentage when it comes to the threes. Only Young was the only player to score more than 20 points. Second leading scorer was Niang on the bench with 15. Guay with 12 points. Okongwu with 11 points. Meanwhile, for the Orlando Magic, a very, very different story. And again, once this team was once out of it, but somehow was able to get back into control. A good night for Anthony, 26 points on the bench. He was the leading scorer. Black with 16 points, second leading scorer on the bench. But Ponchero was the leading scorer for the starters, actually the second one. Carter Jr. with 19, Wagner with 13. As the Orlando Magic will move on, and Atlanta is going home. So we'll see how that stands up, and we'll be back in about 15 seconds. Welcome back to Sports Talk. I apologize, for some reason I'm getting hit with an allergy sinus, so my voice is a little raspy. So just bear with me here, folks. We'll continue to do the show. Again, you just joined us. The Dodgers beat the Rockies 6-2. Angels go down 4-0 in Texas. Orlando beats Atlanta 120-95 in the first of the play-in tournament. Orlando's moving on, and Atlanta's done. Let's go to the other play-in tournament. This one's a good one here. The Warriors coming in on the 7th seed, taking on the 8th place Memphis Grizzlies. Don't worry about their record. They had a bunch of tiebreakers at the end of the season here. So this was a good game. We're going to pick things up in the near the end of the first quarter. A good game by both teams. Quinton Post for 3 hits it. Warriors go up 28-18 near the end of the first quarter. Desmond Bane, a 2-pointer, gets them within 9 points. But just before the end of the first quarter, Luke Kennard, a 3-pointer that got the Timberwolves to within 6 at the end of 1. Second quarter, after Jimmy Butler misses a 2-point shot, Draymond Green, look at this, as he rejects Jaren Jackson Jr. on a 26-3. Butler tries to go for a shot, but he's fouled. Makes 2 free throws, 32-25. Later on, second quarter, Warriors up 49-35. Steph Curry goes for a 3. That puts them up 54-35. This was a high-scoring game by the Golden State Warriors. Later on, second quarter, Santi Aldman's a 3-pointer of his own. It's 55-42. Later on in the second quarter, Ja Morant goes through everyone and makes the dunk. It's 55-44. Just near the end of the half, Moses Moody, a 3-pointer, puts them up big, 67-53. Just before the end of the first half, Moses Moody, he blocks a shot. They go into the locker room down 67-55. Second half action. Desmond Bane makes a 6-foot floating jump shot that brings the Wolves to within 5. Later on in the third quarter, Gary Payton III, the son of the great Gary Payton, makes a 3-pointer, puts the Warriors up by 6. This was a great game. Next possession, Scottie Pippen Jr. We know about his dad. makes a jump shot of himself, 82-78. Now here's where it gets interesting. Morant takes a 9-foot step back jump shot. It is now 82-80. This game's getting tight, but the Warriors go on a little run. Steph Curry, three-pointer, puts them up by 4. Next Warrior possession, after making 2 free throws, Curry misses the three-pointer. Rebound taken by Jackson Jr. John Conter makes the layup, 85-87. The Wolves got close, but the Warriors know what to do. Butler, after missing one of the free throws, makes it a 95-85 game after getting fouled. Jaren Jackson Jr. keeps the Wolves within with a 28-foot three-pointer. It's 92-88. Just before the end of the third quarter, Desmond Bane makes a 3, and the Wolves are within 1, but just before the end of the third, Butler, a diving layup thanks to Draymond Green, 91-94. We go to the fourth. This is an exciting game. It's now 102-100. Curry, 14-foot jump shot, makes it 104-101. Later on in the fourth, Steph Curry, he's getting hot, three-pointer, 107-103. Later fourth, Gary Payne Jr. with the layup puts the Warriors up by 4. Later on fourth, it gets close again. Jimmy Butler with a 15-footer stretches the lead back out to 3. Minnesota stayed close into this game as much as they could, but they just couldn't stop Golden State. Steph Curry for 3. Hits it. 114-109. Curry, with a minute to go, tries to put the game away. Another 3. 117-111. The Wolves, though, refuse to go down after making 2 free throws. Scottie Pippen goes for the foul, but he's fouled. Makes both free throws. It's a 3-point game. What will the Warriors do? Steph Curry tries to ice it with 15 seconds left. No, he misses a jump shot. Grizzlies get the rebound and call a timeout. Then Zach Edey tries to tie the game or tries to get closer. No, he's fouled. He makes 2 free throws. It's now a 1-point game. After a full timeout, Warriors, they give it to Curry, but they had to foul. After making just one of the 2 free throws, it's still a 3-point game. Meanwhile, Santi Aldron checks in. Luke Kennard enters the game as well. They try to inbound it. Oh, but they just can't get it in, and it's a 5-second violation. So the Warriors get the ball back, and Curry again makes one of the 2 free throws. So here we go. Peyton, he comes in. Curry gets it again. He's fouled. Makes 2 free throws, and the Warriors go on to win this game, 121-116. It was a very, very close game here by the Grizzlies and the Warriors. Morant with 22 points, Bane with 30 points, Jackson Jr. 18 points, C. Edey 14 points for the Warriors. Steph Curry with another game, 37 points. Butler, he had a great game as well, 38 points. Minnesota just couldn't stop the Timberwolves. Payton Jr., 12 points, really turned it up big in the fourth quarter. So the Warriors will move on, and the Grizzlies go home. And we'll be back in 15 seconds. Welcome back to Sports Talk. So the Lakers will kick off their series against the Timberwolves on Saturday. It'll be the first matchup for the Lakers. Lakers coming in at the 3 seed. Minnesota clinched the 6 seed. And it's weird, all these teams clinched it on the last day of the season. So let's go a little bit of in depth here. So game one will be Saturday at 5:30, and Lakers are favored to win this one. But here's the problem: the Warriors are still in the playoffs. I think that team in Oklahoma City can really decimate the Lakers' hopes for a championship, and the Rockets. So, I mean, for now, they will avoid OKC, the Warriors. Um, Most likely they'll play the winner of the Clippers Nuggets series. Well, we'll see how that goes. Here is the schedule. If Luka Doncic can play the way he was playing during the stretch of the losing streak, during the what was it, the 8-game win streak, I think the Lakers could win this game in 5, unless they collapse. Something happens. But here's the scenario. The good news is they won't have to be in the play-in tournament. The last time they had a 50-win season was the bubble season where they had to play in the bubble, but the Lakers won the championship that year. That was a year because everybody was healthy. I know the Lakers hit a snag, and then they lost 5 games. But I think they have it going. They've been playing well. I know they lost the last game of the season, but that was a meaningless game because they have already clinched their seeding. And here's the thing: the Lakers had to win games the way they had to. The games that they needed to win, the games that were important for them to win, they won them. This last week of the season, they had to win games. They did it. This was the team that was dangerous in the beginning of this trade. Adding Luka Doncic to this team was the best scenario. And here's the thing. There's a chance Kevin Durant might come to LA next year. That's been the hot rumor. That's still the hot rumor. And that's probably going to be the hot rumor until the offseason begins. We'll just have to wait to see how that goes. But I'm picking Lakers here in 5. Meanwhile, the other LA team, the Clippers, they're going to play the Denver Nuggets. Here's the thing that got me so intriguing. The Nuggets fired their coach about 2 weeks ago. Yet this team still made the playoffs. And again, here's another game where the Clippers split with the Nuggets this year. They split the games 2-2. Who am I picking this series? I'm going to pick the Clippers. And I'm not picking it because they're LA. This is why. The inexperience of the interim coach is going to come into play here. Yes, they're in the playoffs. I know they had to go through this distraction, but still, coaching inexperience really, really, really hurts. Ty Lue has been in this situation. He won a title with the Lakers. He's been to the playoffs with the Cavs. He's been in the play-in tournament with the Clippers. But this is the first time since he took over that the team's not going to be in the play-in tournament. This team's in the playoffs. The only person that would probably be a threat to the Clippers is the center Jokic. He can outbound, he can shoot, he can do anything. He could be a problem. So the guys of Kwame Leonard, James Harden, these guys are veteran players that's been in the playoffs. They've been in this situation many times in their careers with their other teams. We know about James Harden's history. He's been here with the Thunder, he's been here with the Rockets, and now he's here with the Clippers. This leadership veteran will help this team progress. Now, they haven't made it far past the second round. They had one chance a couple years ago. We all remember that. And I'm sure I'm going to get this a lot here. Would I like to see a Lakers-Clippers matchup? Yes. Will it happen? We don't know. It won't happen unless both teams reach the conference finals. The Clippers in their history have not made it past the second round. Second round has always been their Achilles. Will they do well in the first round? Yes. Will they struggle in the second round? Yes. Can they win the second round? That's a possibility, but I'm going to say yes, they can. But the Clippers did what they had to do. But the all-time series favors the Nuggets. Overall series 110-87. So Nuggets have their numbers, but on paper, they got the numbers. But in stats, I'm going to have to go with the Clippers. I'll say the Clippers. I can see this being like a 7-game series because Denver's a good team. But again, that interim coaching experience is going to play a factor. So I think the Clippers will win in 6. So I'll say the Clippers and the Lakers will move on to the second round. I think the Lakers will finish their series faster if they can play the way they've been playing the last 3 weeks of the season when they got everybody back. They played their great game in Oklahoma City. I mean, I couldn't tell if it's like with their bench players or what, but they won up there. They had to win the games they had to. So I think that's why the Lakers are a big threat to the Timberwolves. But I think the Rockets and OKC are still a threat to LA. But we'll have to wait and see how that goes. I want to thank everyone who was able to join us tonight. I apologize with my sinus. Hopefully, it'll be better by the next show. But we'll have another preview between both teams. We'll also talk Dodgers and Angels, and the draft is coming up in less than a week. We'll have a draft special for the Rams and Chargers. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight here on Sports Talk. You guys have a great night. We'll see you next time.